I'm not scared of nothing that's not in front of me.
Okay.
So I don't. I try to teach that to my son right now. You know, he's scared of the dark, and I tell him like, you can't be scared of something that's not there. Be scared of the monster that's standing in front of you. Don't be scared of something that's not there, right?
Right. Cardinal sin. I like my steak well done with ketchup.
I would like my steak to be.
Whoa! What?
I know. I know.
Okay. So look. So I went to.
Why aren't guys like super into true crime and things like that? Like, are you guys afraid of it? And this, I would say, is probably one of the craziest things that we used to do. That it was senseless, completely senseless. And so, I used to put on a blindfold, and they used to walk around. Oh no, I used to walk around with toothpicks, and we used to poke the shit out of each other, like dig into our skin with these toothpicks.
Welcome to the greatest podcast in the world. I'm your co-host, John Pena. This is Tiffany and the bad boy himself, Steven. How y'all doing today?
Very good.
We're actually missing somebody, as you could tell. So we're gonna have somebody take over today.
Or
The
try
great,
to, at least.
the beautiful.
Aww.
Do your thing.
That's so nice.
Just kidding.
He's a fucking liar. I want to talk about, so I don't know if y'all have ever discussed this before, but I'm super into murder and things of that nature. Not like I want to murder somebody, but I just like true crime and stuff like that. And something that's like, I guess if you're like a murderer and you get put on death row, they always ask like, or I want to ask, what would be your last meal? If you were on death row, you're being sentenced to death, you're going to the chair tomorrow. What is like the
But like, would it be like a meal?
You're
like,
literally allowed to pick whatever the
yeah,
you
but
want.
is it like, are we going with like the thing you love or something you never had before?
Whatever. Like, if you're about to die, like, you want to try something new?
But like, how about, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you want to try something new?
Can I order a lifetime of potatoes?
Well, you're going to die in like
They gotta wait till I finish eating, no?
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah. They'll get him 6 potatoes because he got 30 minutes to die.
Well, what would you have?
I mean,
What would your vibe be?
It would definitely be Wagyu beef.
Just Wagyu beef?
Yeah, what I had in Japan.
Man, keep it G. Now you said beef. I'll get I've never gotten them. The Texas steak.
Why would you got...
Like them big ass steak.
I mean, but John gets it well done, so it's gonna take him 2 hours at least to chew through that shit.
Yeah, I like my food well done too.
No, I don't. It's medium well. That's what I like. It took me a month to figure that shit out.
Cardinal sin. I like my steak well done with ketchup.
I would like my steak to be.
Whoa! What?
I know.
Okay.
I know.
So look. So I went to a restaurant, right? And it was like one of those. It was one of those expensive restaurants and stuff like that. So like, you know, like something little was like $100, right? So I was like very afraid to order anything. I was young,
right.
And it was my girlfriend's father that took me out that day. So whatever the case is, I'm a humble, so I'm not even thinking. So he's like, I know how you feel, but please just order whatever you want. So I just ordered a simple steak, right?
Right.
When I ordered the steak, I was like, excuse me, can I get some ketchup? And the lady was like, okay, no problem. So she went back, and then first of all, I'm in the table. He's in front of me, so he laughed. I'm like, why you laughed? There's like, you'll see. I'm like, okay, no problem. So when the girl comes back after like 5 minutes of me waiting for the thing, she's like, oh yeah, the chef said it doesn't need ketchup. It's fine like that. I was like, oh shit.
I don't get that. Like, I understand that it's like you want the meat is like, I don't know. I guess it's like, what is it like? That's so.
It's premium.
Premium.
Don't ruin
It's
that
like
shit.
you're disrespecting the chef.
But like, why are you taking offense to it? I just have a certain different taste. Like,
But
and I like my steak with ketchup and fries.
But you came to my restaurant to try my cooking.
I guess.
That's how they would put it, basically.
I guess. I don't think that that's right or fair, personally. Like, but whatever.
But like, yo, steak with like the greatest French fries ever on the side. Like, they have to be.
So then you need ketchup, because what the fuck am I gonna eat my fries with? Steak juice?
No.
Blood?
Steak juice.
Ew.
Honestly, if my steak comes with a little broccoli, like a garlic butter broccoli, you put them together.
I don't get that.
Sometimes I like to see the blood. not period type of thing, but like just a little bit of blood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't like to see any of the blood. It
Nah,
makes
'cause
me
it's-
like sick to my stomach.
people literally like you seen them. You seen the people that when they cut, it's like gushing blood, and it's like, ooh, bro, you're rough, bro.
When we were in Japan, he got a Kobe steak, and they don't ask you like how do you want it done. They make it as is, and they give it to you like, here you go.
How was that?
He liked it.
I wish it was a little
It was
more
a
tender.
Kobe steak.
I feel like it wasn't, not to my liking. It could have been cooked a
I
little
had
longer.
like the tiniest bite, like a Squidward bite, because I was scared. But
But it was really-
alright.
it was
The
pretty-
mashed potatoes were good.
It was bro, don't even talk about those mashed potatoes. It was the best mashed potatoes I ever had. They gave me this much. I'm not
No,
even
literally
joking.
like a little, like it was the smallest amount of mashed potatoes. It was disrespectful.
Greatness comes in small packages.
That's very true. But
3 to 4 inch packages.
Go ahead, but tell me yours.
mine would be Thanksgiving dinner, and it would have to be cooked by my mother. And what Thanksgiving dinner is in our home is pastelón de yuca,
Okay.
lasagna, pernil, turkey, moro
This is
negro.
a 5-course meal.
You can have literally whatever you want. Like
Oh,
you
I
can
want
have
some ice cream too on
whatever
the
you
side.
want. You get
Yeah,
some
I'm
freaking
gonna
ice
need,
cream.
I'm gonna
Are
need
you
that.
kidding me?
I'm gonna need that chocolate meltdown or whatever the fuck it's
From
called from
Applebee's?
Applebee's.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
damn sure, I'm gonna
And
need that one.
I'm big on juices, so I also want like some
A
exotic
little juice.
juice.
I would have
yeah.
jugo
Like a
de
dragon
chinola
fruit?
and just or ginger ale.
Dragon is what's that?
I don't know. You said exotic,
Chinola?
so
I like
I picked an
chinola.
exotic fruit.
Nah, dragon fruit is sour, right?
I've never had dragon fruit.
I've never had it either.
Oh no, so no dragon juice for me.
No dragon juice.
Little chinola juice.
Exactly. That's all you need. Or a
Little
morisoñando.
Oof.
That would be a nice way to go
Ooh,
out. That would be very nice.
Facts.
that's a little punny.
Yeah.
Morisoñando.
Oh my god.
But I do want to ask, are you the type of people that so I think Andrew Schultz made this joke and he was like, yeah, like girls are so weird about it because you'll see them murder
Mhm.
England's top chef right after. It's like, how the fuck you switch like that? You know what I'm saying?
It just, you know what it is? I think that like, for me at least, you're as a girl, you're kind of just like already, you're like born scared. Does that make sense? Like I'm
Okay.
already born and I'm terrified of like what the fuck could happen to me in my life, and just because of how things are for the girlies.
Of course.
And so for me, looking it up is the psychology of these people is so interesting that it's just like I need more. I need more. Like one time specifically when I was like in my Ted Bundy era, I looked
You
up.
were Ted Bundy or?
No, I was not Ted Bundy. I was like researching Ted Bundy.
Just making sure.
Oh
like,
no,
I'm kind of scared of this.
I don't
I visit here
sodomize
often. You know what I'm
people.
saying?
So I have an issue with the Netflix shows because a lot of people started idolizing these killers,
Romanticized.
That's horrible. Yeah.
romanticizing, and not only that, like Ted Bundy, quote unquote, was an attractive guy to back then.
He was very
you know what I'm saying?
charismatic.
Yeah, so like I get him, but then everybody else they still pick somebody of like wait.
It's like a thing. It's like a. Well, how do I put this? Like, it's cool to like think that someone who's a serial killer is cute.
I don't know anyone who thinks it's cool to think that a serial killer is cute. I think that realistically speaking, you could be a huge piece of shit and still be an attractive piece of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're like, you want to like sleep. I mean, there are people that have like Charles Manson. He got married in jail and he had so many followers and like people were like, they were with it. You know what I'm saying? And same thing like with Ted Bundy. They're just people they're just weird people in the world. But the majority of people are not idolizing them as much as you just want to know what the hell is going on. Like, what is the psychology? What led to this? Why did
Or like
this happen?
what clicked in your brain?
And it's
for-
also kind of like nice to know how to avoid certain situations like that, because typically, and again, I'll just bring up Ted Bundy because I'm probably the most like well-versed in him because I've just seen so much shit about him, but he would go to people that would help him. So like my advice is Don't ever fucking help anybody. Like, just do you.
Oh, because I seen that he like had a broken car and somebody had to come help him.
And I'm like, I feel like I would be the perfect bait for a serial killer. I really do. So for me, I think it's really important to know how to avoid certain situations like that, because they would eat me the fuck up. Nope, not on some Jeffrey Dahmer shit, but they would, because I just feel like I'd be the perfect whatever.
So like, Tiff runs into the serial killer. He's like, oh my god. Are you a serial killer?
I'm not fangirling. Ew. I don't
read
like, they're
so much about
disgusting.
this.
I find them to be repulsive individuals, but the pathology is so interesting. Like, and just, I think just mental illness in general is very interesting to me. And more specifically, sociopaths and psychopaths, because I just don't understand a person who lacks empathy to the level that these people lack empathy.
I feel like you could find these unique mental qualities in not just serial killers, but also people like Stephen Hawking or Einstein
or cops. A lot of psychopaths are.
Yeah, but Stephen Hawking was in Epstein's Island.
Well, so let's pretend that didn't happen, and his brain is super intellectual. Yeah. It's so much that he couldn't even use portions of his body. Like, that's
insane.
You know what I mean?
But I think there's a little bit of a difference because he was. I don't even know what Stephen Hawking would be like considered. I don't know what word to use to like describe what his condition is. Whereas for a psychopath or a sociopath, they just have a different brain chemistry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like that.
Was Stephen Hawking's a psychopath?
Well, no, but you have to be.
He was in Epstein Island.
I mean, I think that.
All right, let's change it from let's change it from Stephen Hawking's. Let's change it to someone like.
Put a name on it, please, so I can find a fund.
Let's change it to Kanye West, right?
Oh boy,
the man is
bipolar.
Is kind of crazy.
Whoa!
But his music and the things he comes up with are super fucking cool.
But like, do you feel he's crazy because he's an outspoken person? Everybody has crazy takes. Yeah, I mean, it's just like his is publicized.
I think he's kind of crazy because he's so good at. So, for example, like something I always tell Christian is like when people come up and they start playing the piano and make a new song right then and there, I'm like, you have to be mentally ill to be able to play that in your head and put it and make it completely new original tune and be able to just boom, do it. You get what I'm saying? To be able to make a completely new tune in your head,
there has to be something off.
Something has to be off
differently.
That makes you think like that, right? Because if I was gonna make music, it would take me maybe a couple months where I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. This sounds cool. But like, for example, Kanye in Runaway, somebody was playing the same thing over and over again, and he was like that. He instantly just came up with the song like on the piano, and I'm like, that's a mental. I think that's a mental cool as fuck. Not a bad mental illness, but I still think it's a mental illness where it's just like How did you do that so fast?
So basically, the different state of it, the different way you think could even be portrayed as something good or
maybe not mental illness, but
doesn't
more
that
like
just play into creativity? Because you can, like, for me, I really like clothes and I really like fashion. So if you were to bring me a shirt, in my head, I can visualize a million different outfits in a million different ways that I could wear that thing without necessarily having that thing in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but the thing is that, like, if like you said, I brought clothes to you, right?
If you brought me one shirt or something, you just said Kanye heard one.
Yeah, but he made a completely original tune. There's nothing else for him to attach that tune to. You get what I'm saying? Whereas, like, if I bring you a shirt, you know exactly what kind of jeans, what color jeans, washed, short, what kind of cut on those jeans.
So, like, the imagination.
But you're creating like a completely different
look.
But
you already have like,
I guess,
blueprints already embedded in your mind. You're just taking that blueprint from the back of your mind and applying it to this new idea.
How is that any different than Kanye doing the same thing? I don't understand, because what's that machine like, called? That's like the little metronome or something?
A metronome.
Yeah, like if you're someone who's passionate about music, I'm sure being able to pull that into your head and create something.
I'll change it.
There's a blueprint.
Hold on. I guess that's a valid point, right? Like, because I don't sit around making music all day, right? Mm-hmm. Kanye probably already has things that he's already, like, kind of like, to add to what you said, he already has things already in the back of his mind, and he probably heard that one tune and just added the genes to it. You
Eminem says it. He's like, I rap, and when I freestyle things on the spot. But there's things that I'm recalling that I thought about another day that I'm just putting in together with whatever I'm rapping about right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go.
And then there's like people like Pablo Escobar. That, going back to that whole theory of like changing your mindset and stuff like that. Like there has to be something wrong with you. Like, for example, a lot of people speak about how Pablo Escobar was this generational talent, basically. Like, he was insanely smart because he did a lot of smart things. So, like, if you know, he did it towards the bad. If you go into it and you switch him up, his childhood, just like that little thing that changes, he goes into politics as a good man and he could change Colombia forever. You get me? Like,
absolutely, yeah.
So that's what you were talking about, like, the what makes them take, like, what makes them decide from evil to good type of thing.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, definitely. Because again, there are literally functioning members of society that have the same exact mental illness that these serial killers have had, or even, I mean, Kanye has bipolar disorder, right? So that is a mental illness. It just, all of it just manifests in different ways, and also depends on how the choices that you make in your life. And which way you want to go.
Sorry, I'm going with extremes today.
Bro, what?
He was bipolar. Hitler was bipolar.
He also hated
Hitler
the
was
Jews.
bipolar?
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm bipolar.
Somebody could fact check me that, but I heard that Hitler was very bipolar person.
Why aren't guys like super into true crime and things like that? Like, are you guys afraid of it? Because I feel like
I'm not afraid
dudes
of it.
are like scared of scary movies. I don't know if...
No, okay. So I like you brought that up. I'm not scared of scary movies. I want to say that I'm not scared of nothing that's not in front of me.
Okay.
So I'm I try to teach that to my son right now. You know, he's scared of the dark, and I tell him, like, you can't be scared of something that's not there. Be scared of the monster that's standing in front of you. Don't be scared of something that's not there, right?
Right.
Scary movies, they're just so, like, out of proportion sometimes that they make me laugh.
Same.
So I just don't like watching them because it's like, this is not in front of me.
I think to answer your question, like why most men aren't scared of like murder mysteries or even listen to it or entertain it, it's because men are solution based, right? I would say for the most part, men are solution based. And as soon as I see something, right, like a guy pulls over, right, and he's asking for help, and he's like, "Oh, come back to my hotel room." At that point, that girl says yes, I know for a fact I would have been like, "No, your car works. I'm leaving now." You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going back to your hotel room.
You know, but that's not always the case. That's in a situation where they're like, "Hey, you want to come with me back to my hotel room?" There's a chance that they just lure you into some place very quickly, and then boom, chloroform, or boom, hit you in the head with something.
No, I understand that. Those are things you can't change. But I'm talking about.
It's true. John Wayne Gacy murdered men, lots of men, grown men, big men. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey Dahmer was a gay man, and he murdered. I mean, mostly boys, but nonetheless.
I'm not saying it wouldn't happen to me. What I'm saying is, when I watch the show, as soon as I see a part where I'm like, that was fucking dumb, I no longer want to watch that show anymore. Okay. I just feel like that's just me.
Oh my God, that's like kind of not nice though.
Nah, so it's like a interest. Like, my interest falls apart the moment I start seeing things that I'm not correlating to or not thinking like, oh, this is like.
Same thing but I agree with John. Same thing with horror movies. Like, if it doesn't have, like, if the story's good and it's not really scary, I'll watch it. But like, if I have a horror movie,
just because I want to see the
psychological thrillers.
Like I hate psychological thrillers.
But you will watch a psychological thriller.
Those creep me out the most because I hate.
What's that?
It's like the ones where they just like they fuck with your brain. Like,
but
you just have no idea what's coming. Lots of anxiety. No, it's like more of a thriller. It's more like it has like
you don't know what's going to happen.
Scary, like the essence of fear.
And it takes a long time.
And your heart, like you feel that shit in your heart.
I don't like those because I'm actually feeling something. Right, like I don't know what's going on.
So you just
I already
like to avoid your feelings.
Right, like no, that's not true. But I already have anxiety. That shit's just gonna fucking make it tenfold.
Yeah.
So watching something like that, it's like I'd rather have something pop up on my fucking screen, get it over with, and I'm like and that's it. You get what I'm saying? Like that doesn't scare me. But watching a psychological thriller and I don't finish the film and I don't find out what happens, I'm going to go home and think about that for hours.
Oh my God, that happened to me when I saw SpongeBob. The specific episode was the episode with the hash-slinging slasher.
The hash-slinging slasher.
I saw half of it, and then my parents were like, let's go, we're gonna go out. So we went out, and I ended up never being able to finish. I had a freaking nightmare that night of the hash-slinging slasher. I couldn't sleep, I was crying. I woke up the next day, and I was like, I have to finish this. I have to face my fear. And then I saw it, and I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, so
I was like, this is what I was afraid of?
I'll say this. I was afraid of, The Simpsons? Crazy Bob. What's his
Okay.
name? Crazy Bob. He had orange hair. I think I called
the
him.
clown?
Was he the clown? I don't think he was the clown. He was the guy that was trying to kill Bart.
Okay.
So you remember? I think I called you that when you had your orange hair. I was like, you look like Crazy Bob.
Well, my hair is still orange.
Yeah, but whatever the case is, for some reason there was just one scene that just like came, like it was like that same sensation I was having. I was telling you about with the period episode. That it was like I'm cool with the steady pain. The moment you switch that vibration, it's like oh like that. So it was like something like that traumatized me for that day. I'm like, oh, I had nightmares and everything. I was like, oh nah.
Bro, it's so weird how like things like the most random shit will like traumatize you as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Because you have that, a freaking cartoon character, Bart Simpson, whatever.
Now I'm scared of clowns for the rest of my life.
Are you scared of clowns?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying like that, things like that do happen.
I think Steven's afraid of clowns.
I'll tell you this. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it because she's like so dope. I saw this. I'm really into like growing, and I see a lot of like mentally advanced.
Period. We love that.
Whatever podcasters. So she's a world renowned therapist, right? Mm-hmm. And she says that she could. It's not fix. I know you guys hate that word fix, but she could help you change everything about your life. Mm-hmm. Like she puts it in a simple way. She's like, we talk about yourself. We talk about your deepest secrets. We talk about everything that you have. No, your deepest thoughts.
Right. Okay.
My number one job is to find that moment. Mm-hmm. Everything changed for you, and the moment we find that, my job is done. Cause now all I have to do is change the way you see that moment.
Oh.
And the way you see that moment is like, so for example,
that makes sense.
You get me? So like. The example, I'll put it into my perspective. The clown, right?
Okay.
I see a killing clown. I'm scared as hell of clowns for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. I go to her. She's like, well, the clown wasn't trying to kill you. He was trying to perform something for you that you might have seemed scary, but he was trying to help you. He was trying to. So now I'm like, oh, so clowns are not evil.
Right.
You get me?
That's why perception is so freaking important, because like what your reality might be might not actually be like the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like
sometimes you have to step away from the mind to see the whole mind.
Absolutely. That makes a lot of sense. I love that. I'm glad. I want to know who this person is because I want to look into it.
It's so if you ever want to get into it, it's called The Diary of the CEO.
The Diary of a CEO.
And it's Steven Butler, his name.
Okay.
And Steve, he literally interviews the most world-renowned, like best and most intelligent, articulate people in the world. And like he like is the diary of CEO. Like he gets into their brain. Like for his own selfish he says it's for his selfish he puts his questions out. He's like, I wanna know how to deal with this. I wanna know how you dealt with it, and it gives you different perspective on how life works and how they treat people and how something is just like, and a lot of them preach about compassion. Cause we have to be more compassionate.
We do. We have to be kind.
Yeah.
Seriously, every single human being has got some shit going on. And if you meet that with kindness, I think it could change a whole person's day. I could be having like the worst day in the world. And if somebody comes up to me and they're like, you're just so beautiful. A person I don't know or a person I know. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, you helped somebody.
And it'll like switch up your whole day. And if it didn't switch up your whole day, it at least made you smile and made you feel happy. And I feel like we do not have enough of that in the world.
I started being more compassionate. It was I think it was with Steven and Chris one time when they used to live here. Mm-hmm. And we were driving, I don't know where we were driving. And I was in the front side, passenger side. It's summer and we're driving and we're stuck at a red light, and there's this lady like at the corner, and I see her with like a frown on her face. And like we're stuck on this light, so I'm seeing this for like a good minute. It's like, she's very upset. So when we start driving by, I was like, hey, I love your outfit. You look beautiful today. And I saw her frown turn into a smile.
That's what happened.
And I was like, damn, I actually helped somebody. I think I helped somebody today, and that made me. It might be selfish because it made me feel good.
No, I mean what is it? There's no I don't remember what the saying is, but it's something along the lines of like every single thing that you do has like a selfishness about it. But whatever, who cares? Saying something nice to somebody makes you feel good and makes that other person feel good. Nobody's losing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that is what is life. Well, hopefully what life is all about, honey. Like We just need to be nice to each other.
And
if we were nice to each other, there wouldn't be war and famine and homelessness.
Compassion does go a long way. So be more compassionate with people. You know what I'm saying?
Period. I wanted to ask you, when I was a kid, right? Since we were like talking about psychopaths, me and my sisters used to play really crazy games, and we used to play this game called something about like La Bruja. I was always the witch because my sisters are bitches. Okay. So they're like, Tiffany's gonna be the witch. And this I would say is probably one of the craziest things that we used to do. That it was senseless, completely senseless. And so I used to put on a blindfold, and they used to walk around. Oh no, I used to walk around with toothpicks. And we used to poke the shit out of each other, like dig into our fucking skin with these toothpicks. And that was literally the premise of the freaking game. And it was just senseless and it felt crazy.
We used to play ball outside.
That's it?
Nah, yeah, we used to be outside. We didn't try to stab each other.
Oh my God, one time I got pissed at my sisters and I literally took a knife and I was like, this is like crazy. But like, I was like, they locked themselves in the door and I was like, banging the knife. They'll tell you about it, my sisters. They'll never let me forget.
This is so you know it's real. I was talking shit. You could see. I don't know if you see that line right here.
Yeah. Oh shit.
At the top, I can't find it now.
At the top. It's just.
But right here, there's another line right here. I don't know if you could see.
What the hell is that from?
Oh, right there. You see that scar?
Mm-hmm.
One day I didn't open a mayo for my brother, and he stabbed me with a kitchen knife. And it's so funny. I was a kid, right? Oh, cool. My mom was working at a salon.
Aww.
Everything happened. I'm walking to the salon with a knife in my arm. And she's like, take that out. Go home. And I took it out. And I went home.
What kind of a knife, though? Are we talking about a sharp knife or a dull knife?
It was a dull knife.
Okay.
I have a scar right here.
Can you say that into the mic, please?
Wait.
Once again, Tiffany stabbed me. I got a scar right here.
I don't remember stabbing you.
That's a problem.
Wait, but why did I stab you? You probably deserved it. But why did I do it?
Oh, no way.
Nah, it wasn't a stab. She was playing with glass, and then she was like, "What if I cut you?" And then I got scared and I moved while she had the glass on my arm.
So it's his fault.
It's his fault.
Always trying to blame me for something.
Why were you putting glass on my arm?
Why did you move your arm?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on? No way.
Am I tripping?
Yo,
like,
I have the gun. What the fuck did you scare me? I didn't want to shoot you.
oh,
You feel me?
I get it.
Duh.
Yeah, guns don't kill people.
They do say that if you ever have somebody pointing a gun at you, and he's nervous, you might die.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Because he's nervous. He might make a mistake. Somebody's a killer. He's gonna be cool. He's gonna be like, yo, give me your money. Drop everything. I'm Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy ain't fucking letting you walk out. He is
maybe.
No.
What if we kiss?
Hey, yo.
That is
Wait,
so
is he not the gay one?
No, that was Jeffrey Dahmer and John Wayne Gacy, and there's a few others.
Damn, I'm dead as fuck.
Yeah.
No, I mean he mostly Ted Bundy killed women mostly. Only.
Oh, so I'm good. Like we wouldn't even be in that situation.
He wouldn't want to. He wouldn't want shit to do with you.
That's cool. That's fine by me then.
Now, what's the other guy's name?
Wait, why are you looking at me crazy? Like, would you not kiss another man to save your own life?
Would you eat his ass to save his
No.
life? Or like
No.
Why?
No. I'm good.
Honestly, bro, if I have to eat your ass to save your life, I'm putting the best white tea on tomorrow saying rest in peace, Steven. Dog, you're dead.
Yeah, I'm not.
Specifically his ass?
Any
man's
if I have to
ass.
say my son, I have to get a little napkin or something. You know what I mean? Like, for
So
my
you
son,
wouldn't-
I might take a L.
He said a fucking napkin.
For my son, I might have to take a L.
Yeah, you have
So what
to.
about like Oprah? Would you eat Oprah ass to save my life?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
If I do a good job, I'm gonna get a couple millions out of it.
That's true too. That's true
You know what I'm
too.
saying?
Wasn't she on FC's Island?
Damn. She was.
I don't know who the hell was on Epstein's Island.
Everybody.
It sounds horrific. I just
Maybe
can't
even
wrap my
Noel.
head around that shit. Noel,
About Epstein Island?
you were
You
in
were
it?
there?
The fuck? No? The fuck is going on? Wait,
We're
what?
just asking.
Nah.
So wait, would you eat John's ass to save your own life?
Hell yeah, this is my life.
Would you eat John's ass to save John's life?
Nah, nigga, die.
Start chipping, boy.
Start from the gooch down, boy.
Do you ever tell your guy friends that they have like a nice ass?
Yeah.
No.
What the fuck is going on?
I have.
I don't get that. I don't get that. And the reason why I don't get that is because
I'm not that supportive. I'm sorry, my boy.
why? If your man's got a
listen,
fatty,
listen.
like
If I
My
could
man's my boy.
If I could tell my boy got straight back, I could tell my boys that he got the dumpy.
That's crazy.
I don't think that's right.
Crazy.
you have
feel
to.
like
You have to
I'm-
gas your friends up.
I feel like, now you be like, yo, cuz
It's not like you're saying, yo,
them
you got a
great
big ass
sweats
dick
is
in the...
sweating right now.
Nah, that's I feel like because you could be talking about the front.
Yeah.
You could be talking about the front.
You
That's
be-
a little.
And you know the gray sweatpant thing is
Oh,
like...
that's what I was talking about.
Okay.
Oh, so you don't want to talk about his ass. You just want to talk about his straight dick.
Yeah, if I'm a support guy 100%. But,
I feel you. I feel you.
So support that ass too.
Nah, honestly, I wouldn't do that. I would call somebody, my boy, yo, I like the fit, bro. You look good in it. You know what I'm saying?
But like, I don't get it. Like when I was working with my trainer,
I'm not gonna be like, hey, them just look good on
Nah,
you,
but
boy.
if they came up and asked you, like, if I walked up and I'm like, yo, how does my ass look in these jeans? Like,
Damn, bro.
you
I'll be like, what you want me to compare it to? Whose ass you want me to compare? Like Rihanna's ass? Nah, it doesn't look that good.
no. I just need to know, like,
What
what
if
does
he
it look
showed
like?
you a
Describe
picture of an ass? He would have to shave his, but he showed you a picture of his ass, and he's like, "Yo, look at this ass. Like, what do you think?" And then you're like,
All
"Damn,
right,
that's
if
a
I'm
nice
that
big ass."
excited, I don't want to know how it feels. Like,
Mac cheesing and shit. Hey.
Yo, who
squint
this?
eyes.
Yo, cuz who's this? And you're like,
That's me.
yeah, if I'm cheesing that hard, showing you a picture of my ass.
Why wouldn't you be? I would be cheesing if I was showing somebody a picture of my ass.
I tell you a funny story.
What?
Of course.
I gotta
like,
be
look at my
in
ass.
dire. Like, I gotta have like the largest hemorrhoid on the planet for me to show somebody my ass.
Hey, does this look okay to you?
Yeah.
I tell you what. When
And I wouldn't show John because John has like no medical background. What the fuck? How's he gonna help me?
He's thinking that shit look crazy.
John gonna be like, it's bleeding.
What?
That's it. Like,
the first, I don't send dick pictures, right?
Okay.
I like, it's not my thing, you know?
Have
So-
you ever sent
Yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
unsolicited dick
Not
pic?
solicited. I don't think I'm
what was the word?
unsolicited. I don't think I'm big enough to do that. You know, you gotta have a certain length to be that cocky.
I saw a dick pic the other day, actually. It wasn't sent to me. It was sent to a friend, and then my friend sent it to my friend, and then my friend was like, "You want to see a dick?" And I was like, "Okay."
Do you think that's okay?
To send someone else's
You're
nudes
invading
around.
somebody's privacy.
I didn't invade anybody's privacy. Somebody asked me if I wanted to see a dick, and I said, "Okay."
So it's like, what if they send like a girl pic? Isn't that like fucked up?
I mean,
Fucked up.
sure, I didn't send the pic, so I personally don't give a shit. But if somebody
respect.
asks me if I want to see a dick,
I respect.
I'll take a look.
That makes
So
sense.
you took a look at Drake's?
I sure did.
Yo, let me tell you something about that video.
That shit crazy.
My jaw fucking dropped.
I was out of town. I was out of the internet. Literally, I was working overnight, driving, whatever the case might be. So during the day, that's when things got popping, right? At nighttime, you don't really get to see anything. And since I'm driving, sleeping through the day, I was off internet.
Okay.
So it dropped, and I was like, I hit up the chat, and I was like, this is the straightest I've ever felt in my life, because I know guys are running to go see that picture right now. And it was so funny. My boy called me and we were talking, and he's like, yo, bro, did you get to see Drake's dick picture? And I was like, nah. He's like, I'm gonna send it because I saw you. I was like, don't send. He was like, don't send. I'm like, don't send it. He's like, nah, send it. We'll look at it. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna look at it. And he's like, bro, I'm not hating, but like, how you gonna be good looking, tall, could sing, and get females, and have a big dick? No, that's a lie. Like, he did an operation. Am I hating? Nah, I'm not hating. Good for him. 5 minutes go by, we're still talking, and he's like, you know what? Fuck that shit. Go watch that picture, cause fuck him. I'm hating for real now. Like, I'm like, dog, like, I'm not looking at this picture.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
But why not? Like, when you watch porn, you see dick.
Well, I think I didn't go after to see the image.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
like I'm
And, like,
after the, you know what I'm saying, the girl.
I didn't go
Sure.
after the
It's
pictures.
just like, you know, they sprinkle a little dick in there. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if I'm scrolling through Twitter,
Take a little dick.
if I'm
Yeah,
scrolling
like you
through
gotta
Twitter,
see some L's to get to the W. You know
if
what I
I'm
mean?
scrolling through Twitter and it pops up, it popped up. But I'm not gonna go on my fucking Twitter search bar and be like Drake's
I
giant
don't know.
massive
That
dick.
video.
Drake's giant, massive.
And the way people were gassing it, I was like, yo, like, and it was so funny because I've always said this, like, I started seeing myself in a new light recently. Mm-hmm. You know, I'll say
You
it.
shaved?
Nah, I always said it. I always saw myself like I didn't have a huge penis. You know what I'm saying?
But you
So
gonna do the balls trick?
Hey, yo, picking a spot.
Nah, but you know, I was just like, I stopped thinking about it. I was like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
good.
totally.
So Jake Jobs this, I'm gonna watch it to feel go back to 29 years of darkness. I don't think so. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got out of there. You know
That's
what I
so
mean?
weird. I don't feel like I would ever. That was a lie. I was gonna say I don't think I would ever be jealous of another person's pussy and what it looks like, but I think
Have you
that
seen
might
a
be a
beautiful
lie.
pussy before?
I think that all pussies are beautiful, but
There's some that are more pretty than others.
I actually think vaginas are really ugly.
Nah.
I think dicks are ugly too. I think dicks look like the devil's tail.
What the fuck?
Like, take a picture of it.
And a vagina is the devil's cave.
Sure. Like,
Let me dwell in the cave, bro.
I don't
It's hot in
find
there.
genitals cute at all. Like, the people will be like, "That's a pretty dick," and I'm like, "It's a dick."
I think I got pretty balls.
It's okay.
Proportionate.
Would you get scrotox?
What's that?
It's basically Botox for your ball sack.
What does that do?
Like to get rid of
No wrinkles on
No
my balls?
It would get rid of the wrinkles. And I think Botox also helps with
But I feel like-
sweating.
I think you need the wrinkles.
No, you don't.
Yeah, because
I'm
when it,
picturing, as you know, they do the ball ties, they do like this. Just my balls is busy.
No, but it would help
Don't you
with
need
the
the
sweating
wrinkles?
too.
I think you do.
I don't think you need
you-
the wrinkles.
yeah, because your balls constantly are like,
Why would they do a
It'll be easier
procedure
to
like
shave
this?
them. I'll tell you that.
It would be.
why not just fucking laser them?
You
God
would laser your
damn.
ball sack?
I don't know what that's like.
Would that hurt?
I don't know.
Couldn't that like fuck up the flow of like sperm?
Nah, it'll definitely do because that's heat. So yeah,
Yeah,
it'll definitely,
that's not
it'll
good.
definitely
I don't think you can do
sterilize
that.
you for
This
real.
guy's doing a LASIK on his balls.
That'd be crazy.
Hey, you said sterilizes? That means no pulling out.
You want a vasectomy?
Yeah,
How do you feel about vasectomies?
I'm okay with them.
If you pay for it, I'll get it right now.
Okay, first of all,
But like a vasectomy, you could get it back, right?
Yeah.
you can reverse, but also the chances of not being able to procreate, like obviously that's a potential factor.
Like my little brother, me and my little brother, we always have this thing, right? Cause I'm like, bro, if it gets to the point that you having too many kids, get a vasectomy. He's like, bro, I'm not gonna fuck around with that. Like, what I look like, and I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, how about my shit don't work no more? I'm like,
What?
what you think they're gonna just cut everything off, bro? Like, like what's going on?
It's a very minor like surgery. Like you can walk away after.
Yeah, you can. It's a lot less invasive than
Yeah.
what is it when girlies get their tubes tied?
Cause they get it, yeah.
That's
But
like
I
a
heard
whole
that,
thing.
yeah, that hurts. That's a full operation. Like you gotta get.
Yeah.
Full operation, yeah. Me
Whereas,
personally,
like-
I will not be getting that done ever.
Like, oh, okay.
Ever. No thanks. I think if I
Like,
gotta
how
make
about,
the
like,
baby and I
how-
gotta push the baby out, then
But how
Homeboy
about
gotta
how about if you're like,
get the shit
how
incinerated.
about if he's very he this is Michael Jordan of sperms. Like this guy makes everything.
Okay.
Like he's dunking from the free throw. Like
Look at Michael
Like-
Jordan sperms is crazy.
like
What the hell does that? First of all,
like you
It's
guys are done finishing. He's like, oh, I'm gonna do it from back here and you over there, and that shit, you still get pregnant. Like even through the travel time.
okay.
Like he could throw
I'm
it.
not
Like
He
he could
can
put it.
understanding-
throw it in
Like,
the air, and you're just gonna automatically catch
Okay,
that.
you're gonna get
You
pregnant.
move. Like he could throw it. Like he catches the sperm in his hand and he puts it up in the air and you move.
yeah, right. Like this.
I'm not
Like, it's
understanding
automatic.
the question though.
and you're 5 kids deep right now.
I want 6. So
You're
He could have one
seven. You're
more
seven. You're 7 kids deep, and you're like, oh my god, your pussy's coming off the bone at this point. Like you just like,
Yeah.
Off the bone.
Not tender pussy.
yeah, it's tender pussy. You know what I'm saying? Would you think about it then?
me, getting my shit, whatever.
You're like past your limit. You're like 4 kids past your limit. You're like at 10 now.
No.
Shout out to
Absolutely
you.
not. I don't. First of all, my eggs are just as VIP exclusive Badiana. First and foremost.
Yeah, she's Scottie Pippen.
Okay. Yeah. Wait. No, I want to be the best. Who's the best?
Michael Jordan.
Isn't LeBron the best now?
Don't look at me. I'm not a LeBron fan.
I don't know.
Basketball
Whichever one is
today
the
not
best.
The same as basketball back in the day, so you could say Michael Jordan is
Okay.
up there.
So I personally, I would want. We could both be Michael Jordans, I guess. But I'm not getting my tubes tied for anybody.
But I respect.
No, because first of all, like I said, it's more invasive for women. The recovery time is so much longer, and not only that, but when guys get a vasectomy, they will normally be like, "You want to."
Yeah.
Like jerk off and you can save as much sperm as you want. So we will
you could ice them.
You can keep your sperm on ice, exactly. So then that way we both win. And if we ever wanted to have another baby, in vitro fertilization and period.
But if you want to tie us together, hit the subscribe button, follow, like,
good.
and love us. We love you. Have a great day.
This
was from the chat. Peace.
You might take Christian's job. That was a good
You know what I'm saying?
Bye-bye.
Peace.